Okay, this Fuel song is coming into my head. There we go. Clear all the my ring out. Clear all the negative energy from this space, please. Okay. welcome. I'm Whitney MoonShine. Welcome to this channel, MoonShine Tarot. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind, okay? Because it won't resonate on every aspect with all of you because it's a general reading, but I hope that it hits home with those it needs to, okay? So basically, I got two songs in my head almost instantly. This one song, I haven't heard it for years and years. I think it's called I'm Sorry. It's like, I'm sorry I'm sorry you're blue. I'm sorry about all the things I did to you, or some shit, okay? Just wanted to say. And then I'm hearing a different song. It's called Bad Day, Had a Bad Day by a band called Fuel. So I don't know who sings the I'm Sorry song, but I know obviously Fuel and I think it's called Bad Day. I think it's just called Bad Day. So I don't know. There's two pretty big messages coming through like right away. So, like, I don't know if somebody recently treated you bad and, like, they're super sorry about it. Libra energy, the sun, and the 7th house, double Libra. Oh, my God, look at that. We had 3 Libras yesterday. Now we got double Libra. And the sun almost seems like, yeah, like somebody wants to apologize. They want to say that they're sorry. This relationship that they were in. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Libra. What's going on with the Libra? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Wands in reverse. All right, I guess this explains the bad day. 3 of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in limbo, the Magician in reverse, and 2 of Cups. This is what I'm saying. Okay, so it's almost like whoever this 10 of Pentacles is, I feel like whoever this Libra energy is, I'm just going to call it Magician in reverse. Okay, all Bob here. Okay, they're Bob. All right, you're dealing with Bob. Okay, and Bob is usually a very good puzzle solver. He can usually solve a puzzle and then move on. Like Bob is the one that solves everything, okay? But for some reason in this situation, Bob didn't figure it out. Okay, so all these wands are in reverse. The 3 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. With this 2 of Cups. And this 10 of Pentacles gone wrong in reverse. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, well, what I'm seeing is, I feel like if you feel like somebody wants to, like, be around you, they do. Okay, you might have gotten Okay, this really bad impression from this magician. I don't know why they couldn't figure it out, but like, just because they're a magician doesn't mean they figure out everything. Okay, so something, obviously, maybe you thought something was going to happen with somebody or with something, okay, and it didn't. And it's kind of like, you're kind of stuck. Like, what do you do? You know, if he hasn't figured it out, then technically you just have to sit there. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, what's the sun? 6 of Swords. Okay. Red flag. Okay, red flag. Red flag. Did you red flag them? 10 of Wands. Oh my God. Okay, so you even tried to like communicate with them, like, hello, what are you doing? Okay, I can't really read what the sign says, but I think it says here there be monsters. Here there be monsters. Okay. Yeah, this is all stranger. Whoa, hello, chat. What's going on, everybody? Pam, did you change your name? What the heck? I think that's you. What's going on, everybody? Okay, so this is the stranger deck. Stranger, I'm looking at it right there. Stranger Things. I was like, stranger, what? Okay, so this is the Stranger Things deck. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Wands. I fucking love this card. Okay, because this is the first season. This is only, a lot of it's the first season, but not always. So this is in the first season where she's trying to communicate with Will. That's Will's mom. Okay, she's trying, so she puts up the alphabet on the wall so then Will can individually light the Christmas lights up and answer her questions because he's in another dimension and she can't see him here, but she knows that he's there. Oh my God. Okay, something's happening. Okay, so it's almost like, I don't know if you're telepathic or you're just, I feel like you are connected with somebody or something, okay? And that's something you were trying to, it's almost like a stray dog. You know, you put food out. It's like you're trying to get something to come near you because you're not going to hurt them. You're not going to threaten them in any way. It's like you just want to go on a bike ride. Okay, just like you just want to feed them. You just want to make sure they're okay, you know, like, but they're so timid of you. So you try to give them all these like white flags to know, like, you can be here. Like, it's fine. No one's going to hurt you. And they're like putting it as a red flag. They're like, well, if you say I can be there, then you're going to trap me. It's like, so I don't know who you're dealing with, but maybe it's possible that they got trapped by somebody in the past. And I think they think that you're going to do it. They didn't realize, like I said, they're a magician in reverse. They couldn't see what you were doing. You were putting something out for them to show that they could trust you. And they were taking that as not good. I don't know why or how, but they just weren't taking your intention the way that it was. They were switching it around. Okay. So now I feel like maybe because that's the thing is, hold on one second. My fucking screen. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, everybody. My screen was frozen. Okay. I had to check something. It gets almost as if, okay, this person now has, because that's the thing, if you can take a relationship wrong and not care and just walk away, right? But if you took something wrong with something, and then that person comes out to say like, no, like that's not it. Like, please don't think that this company is based off that. Please don't think that like this is my foundation and that's what I base it off of. It's like somebody comes to correct it. So then even if you do walk away in like a hostile energy or hostile something, and like, they think you're all angry, anybody, if you walk away angry, you have the right to get angry at anything that, you know, unsettles you. If you were done wrong, you have the right to get angry. And people will be threatened by that anger if they know that they actually really did something wrong and they don't really want to take responsibility for it. So if you express aggression with somebody who's done something wrong to you, they'll automatically feel like you're getting angry on them for doing something, and it's now your fault because you're angry. Where it's like, okay, you might have like shown a side to somebody, or maybe you flashed your side to somebody or to somebody around them, and they took that as almost like you're defending yourself now against them. 8 of Wands. Okay. Like your aggression was going to go somewhere, and like you were going to do something quick and say, fuck this whole company. I'm going to sue your ass. I'm going to come back at you. I'm going to do this. But like you didn't. Instead, because you know that they didn't get the right intention from you, they didn't get the right communication, you set up a different way to communicate then. Okay, so the food's not working, and you know, my little bell's not working, and the water I put out isn't working. Okay, now I have to try something else. It's like you're not going to give up. You're going to try because you know that this kitten needs you, or whatever it is. Like, you know that it's got the wrong impression for some reason, and maybe it was tainted before. Maybe the kitten was thrown away by somebody or kicked, or, you know, like ran away from its mother, or an abusive relationship. Like, you just don't know where people come from, and you don't know what companies have dealt with either. Like, again, it's because it's general. I have no fucking idea what this is for somebody. It's just like this blob that just keeps coming up. Okay, but now it's like the blob is getting communicated with. Okay, because they maybe weren't so smart with their communication before. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, like they didn't really know how to come in and be that energy for you, or you didn't know how to come in and be, you know, like, and again, now you've got the kitten to think about, or you've got this other energy to think about, and you're like, oh my God, all I'm trying to do is, you know, something right, justice. All I'm trying to do is create this relationship under this, you know, really beautiful circumstance, and they're taking it wrong every time. It's because the Magician, like I said, is in reverse. So it's like he's not getting the information for some reason. Okay, he's just not getting it. So there's the Seven of Wands in reverse, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I do kind of feel like this person, or like, again, whatever you're dealing with, I feel like they definitely were scared of you, and in a way that like they really just didn't know like what you were going to say or do, or were you going to trap them or grab them or hit them or beat them or chain them up, or okay, so because Mrs., I don't know what her name is, I want to say Mrs. Weaver, I don't know if that's right, I haven't watched this show for a very long time, but this is Nancy's mom, and I feel like, you know, when she sits there, she's enticing the lifeguard. Okay, she's enticing the lifeguard, trying to get him to notice her. So now I feel like maybe, okay, so that's the strategy now. So this person has put the water out, put the food out, and this kitten is still like they're not taking the right steps. So then what collective does is take a step back and then entices them to come forward with their energy instead. Instead of trying to use these other things, they're just going to use their natural energy to bring them in. Okay, because this obviously, yeah, see, Four of Cups, I feel like somebody is just they're missing out on something, and they don't have to be. You know, like they're punishing themselves. See, there's the Lovers. Oh my God. Like they're punishing themselves for something, and it's just it's so dumb because they're punishing themselves for the way that they were treated before, but they don't understand that that's not your intention. Oh, this is so hard. This is a tough reading, people. Somebody's all up in their heart. I know it. There's death. They could be a Scorpio. So we have Scorpio and Gemini that just showed up. Okay. Magician could kind of like be a little bit like Aries energy, you know, like they definitely little Aquarius, little Aries. All right. There's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So it's almost like somebody is looking back at the work again. Okay. 5 of Cups, something that they didn't want to do. Now they're going to look at it again. Like, okay, so this, however way you communicated with them or however way you initiated conversation or tried to get a job in there or tried to get a spot with them, I feel like now it's like they're coming back around to your resume again. You know, they're maybe did a couple interviews with them. I don't know. They skipped out on you for some reason. I feel like somebody, you know, they because this Magician was in reverse, collective missed the boat. You know, they missed the boat and they got dragged into something else instead because of this person. And I'm not blaming, no one's blaming anybody for anything. This seems like a huge, like miscommunication. I feel like somebody went into defense mode and they didn't need to. There was no need to defend. That's why I'm like, something was put out and the entire intention was flipped. And I don't know how that happened. We don't know how these things happen. If it was manipulation, if it was just static, you know, interference, somebody just purposely didn't hear something. There's the Empress. And then the Queen of Swords. See, like I feel like there's somebody that's waiting for the right opportunity to get the information. And then there's somebody that has to get creative with now releasing that information. If that makes sense. I mean, because that's Dustin's girlfriend. And, you know, Dustin is such a, you know, he goes to science camp and like, that's where he meets his girlfriend. And like, you know, he's just like very brainy and like very sciencey. And then, you know, everybody makes fun of him, but you think that people are so unique in their ways that they wouldn't have a counterpart, and they do. You know, like there's somebody that's just as weird and freaky and, you know, exactly like you, just in another body, right? Opposite sex, same sex, fuck, what does it matter? It's all relative. So it's almost like somebody is sitting and they're going to wait for this message to come in. They're going to wait for this person to, yeah, Emperor. Look at that, Emperor and Empress. Again, they're usually not together. And even in the show, Hopper and fucking Mom here are not together. Okay, they kind of look like they hook up a little bit later on, though. I don't know if they're actually going to be together or not. After Hopper loses all that fucking weight and gets out of prison and shit. Okay, suddenly, you know, she's looking really good now after prison time in Russia. Okay, but anyways, again, they're not together, but this kind of seems like you're the Empress to somebody's Emperor status. And whatever that means, like if their status is a company, if their status is a home, if their status is something that you want to get into, okay, then now the Emperor comes to you. Confirmation. Okay, so Aries did actually show up. Okay, anything else? Two of Pentacles. Almost like an offer. 5 of Swords in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, okay, 6 of Cups. For something that they did in the past, 5 of Swords, oh, King of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse. Like somebody really, there's a lot of swords all of a sudden on the bottom of the deck in reverse. Like they were, I knew Jonathan was going to come out. Like they were manipulated verbally somehow, you know, like they really, and then because they were manipulated verbally, they didn't know how to interpret you. Okay. Again, communication. Okay. Maybe that could be another reason why the Lovers is here. Mercury energy, communication. Okay, because now all this shit is in reverse. And it's somebody's not looking good for the things that they didn't see. And they're super emotional about what they didn't see because there's Dustin. I knew he was going to show up. Okay. With Justice in reverse. So there's Libra too. Like somebody's strategic plan of thinking that you were so massively against them and that you were going to do something to them really is going to change. And sometimes that happens with people, you know, you meet people and it just does not go well the first time. And, you know, the second time you meet them, the third time you meet them, you know, it gets better and better and better. Some people are, you know, they're hard to digest, you know, they're hard to taste, they're hard to accept because, and I feel like this could be too, like some type of counterpart. So a lot of things that you do, they don't do, but they're learning how to be those things. And you're going to learn how to be the subtleness that they are. Right? Some people who are very subtle and very gentle and very quiet need to learn how to be a little bit more abrasive, a little bit more out there, a little bit more communicative. Okay. Whereas the ones who are communicating, they communicate a little too much. They need to sit the fuck down because other people need to start communicating with them. Okay. So I feel like if this is a sense where like, I can't say anything to them again. Like if I say something, I'm going to look like a psycho. This is that story. And they know, this person you're dealing with knows that if you reach out again and try to communicate with them, it's going to ruin it. Okay. Because they're being too, it's like they've allowed themselves to be pushed up against the wall or some shit. They have to get the confidence to break through. Okay. To wherever it is that you are. And I feel like they will, if they want it. If they want it bad enough, you have to break them out of their shell. They could be Virgo. They could be a hermit energy or Cancer, you know, hermit crab kind of energy where they hide a lot, right? Because they've been attacked a lot and trapped, and they haven't been able to get to safety as quick as they wanted to. And I almost feel like now they're seeing red flags, possibly where there aren't red flags. Right? Because they didn't pick up on where the original red flags were. So now it's like somebody's being really hard on themselves for not picking up the things that they should have in the past. There's the King of Wands now in reverse, and that's Bob again. Bob is not okay in this reading, okay? Bob is all upside down, okay? Inside out, backwards, upside down. Like he's got something all wrong. Okay, and if it has something to do with you, with something going massively wrong with somebody, this is it. And I feel like it's going to get better. Like Bob's gonna figure it out, okay? Because Bob, even upside down, still kind of spells Bob. Okay, so Bob upside down, backwards, you know, crisscross, it's still gonna spell Bob, no matter what. Okay, so Bob might be upside down, but it doesn't mean that he's not still Bob, you know, like, so whatever this is, somebody's just getting something wrong, but it doesn't mean that they're not who they say that they are, just like you, right? People can get the wrong impressions mad quick. And then, you know, it takes a while to clear that, obviously. So now I've got the Two of Wands, Temperance in the middle, and then the Four of Swords. Safety. See, somebody's in balance. Like I feel like they make really quick decisions because they're not balanced, because they don't know what's happening, because their head and their heart aren't really, you know, grounded with what's actually going on because of what's happened. Maybe that's why Libra's here. Maybe there's been some misjustice. I mean, justice was in reverse on the bottom of the deck. There's the Star on the bottom of the deck now. So I feel like this person is going, there's kind of like another star right behind it. I feel like this person is going to now be guided towards making the right decisions when it comes to you, collective. I definitely feel like there's been some like false starts and again, miscommunication. And now with the star, I feel like I'm looking at the sun, like I feel like it's all going to come back together. Maybe you're going to see this person out or something and they're going to say something to you or they're going to try to talk to you. And then it's, you know, sometimes when we get into these misunderstandings with people, a lot of times you might not even know what's going on. Like you might put something up or post something and somebody thinks that you're talking shit about them, or they think that you're saying something about them, or they think that you know, like so many people, I mean, if they don't ask straight hand, they will take posts personally and they will think that you're talking shit about them, and, you know, because they're thinking about you. And if they're thinking about you, then if they know, or they think they did something wrong and they haven't fixed it yet, they might think that you might turn into some vindictive bitch that wants to now air all your dirty laundry out to the world, right? And you might say something that really doesn't have anything to do with them, but because they're still kind of fucked up about it, they take it like you say it about them, you know? And then it has to take, their pride has to come down far enough to realize that they've been an idiot about something, so then they can apologize and be like, no, like you misunderstood something, or I feel like somebody misunderstood something. Somebody didn't get the right message, even though you might have delivered it with clarity. Okay, they didn't get it right. And that's just people. Left brain, right brain. You know, you think somebody's going to get it because you understand it. Yeah, right. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. What's going on? Hey, Danny. What is going on, bitches? People are stupid. Everybody, thumbs up this shit. Come on, get those thumbs up. Here we go, everybody. I want to see some thumbs up. Does that even fucking matter? I think it kind of does. Because then YouTube's like, oh, if they don't thumbs up your video, nobody likes. Like, fuck off. Really? This is how we're getting public now, with hearts and shit? I'm just going to have a quick Kiefer reefer. I know, it does matter. It's so stupid. Thanks for the hearts, everybody. Who's doing that? That's hilarious. You see all that shit now? You can hype up videos and stuff. Like, what is YouTube doing? I don't understand. Like, it's like a little much, okay? Like, and then this like top fans thing. Like, what does this even mean? I don't even know what it means. Like, because you're writing. So some asshole the other day was writing the most fucking ridiculous comments ever, and he was considered my top fan. And I was like, okay, YouTube, this is going wrong. Like, this guy is not my top fan because he's writing gibberish in my comment section right now. What day is it today? Oh, Saturday. Y'all are just at home with me? I tattooed the shit out of myself today. I did all these readings. Like, I did my Stargate on my hand today. It's kind of hard to see. But there's my Aquarius Stargate. I worked on that and all my hand tattoos today. Oh, yeah, redid my, right here. My God. What a beautiful day today. And then it thunderstormed in the middle of the day. It was like a, what do you call that? Like a hail thunderstorm. And then it thundered again right after I did this. And my sister was like, lightning is Aquarius. Like, Well, I guess the gods heard me because I put my Stargate on me. No fucking around now. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Gotta make their money, eh? Okay, next reading. What are we at? 30-30. Wow, that was a time. That was a time. I don't even know what time it is. I have not been clocking today at all. It's a beautiful thing not to look at the time and not care about it. Here we go. Mabon, balance. So, I mean, that's a balanced lifestyle. Okay, that seems like a little much. Okay. So I feel like this one in particular, this reading, I feel like this is kind of a little bit of a clearing reading. I feel as if somebody has, I don't know if they did like a mirror spell or something. They put something in the mirror. I don't know. I don't know if you have mirrors uncovered in your house, but if you don't need to see a mirror, cover it up. There's people just have way too many mirrors everywhere. Mirrors are portals. Okay, I don't know if I don't like to talk about mirrors because they make me really uncomfortable. But like, you know, I have one mirror in the house. It's in the bathroom and it stays covered unless somebody needs it. Then I have a handheld mirror, again, just to like tweeze my eyebrows in front of the light, and that's it. I cover it up. Somebody might have spirits coming through their mirrors. And I don't know if you've seen the Kiefer Reefer movie called Mirrors, but it kind of indicates what mirrors are. And I don't know if you've seen any videos where people have put up like the camera when looking at a mirror and their reflection does things that their face didn't do. Okay. Again, super fucking scary. Okay. You don't need a mirror. So honestly, again, you know what's kind of classy about what you can do with mirrors is, for one, you can cover them up with like drapes and just open and shut the drapes so that it kind of just looks like a window. Okay. And you can also, you know, camouflage them too with like pictures on the outside, and then you open it up and then there's the mirror. Okay. Like there's things you can do so then mirrors, like don't have mirrors in children's rooms. They don't need to be there, okay? Again, it's just one of those things. It's not really paranoia when it happens. Paranoia is something that stems when you think that you're being irrational about something. Talking about other dimensions and portals, at this point in time, with the amount of shit that we have seen, I don't feel as irrational. I feel it's a precautionary measure, like putting on snow tires, okay? There's danger out there. And if you know that it's out there, then why fuck with it? Why not just protect yourself? And then you might look stupid. Why the fuck does it matter? I mean, that's the thing is sometimes people are so adamant on what other people see and like they're going to look crazy or they're going to look stupid or nobody else does that. And those people are what we call fucking insane. Because if you're going to go off of fucking neighbor Joe over there, fucking having portals open everywhere, and it's just like, you know, the Ritz Inn with fucking Satan as the manager, go right ahead. But when, you know, the entertainment world talks about mirrors as much as they do, and like things coming out of mirrors and TVs, and because TVs are also mirrors, okay, when they're off, okay, that shit, like, watch The Grudge. Like, doesn't that bitch come out of the TV? Is that The Grudge or The Ring? I don't know. Something comes out of the TV. Like, and then there's Poltergeist sucks little Carol Ann into the TV. I mean, I think that sometimes, yeah, it's a one-off, but sometimes it's a bloodsucker. And it just depends if you get the fucking Frankenstein house or not. Did you get the Conjuring bitch house or did you get the fucking land that's protected? I mean, again, because it's a general reading, I don't know if somebody's got something or if like something is just coming through a fucking mirror every day and fucking with you. Again, you can put up cameras in front of the mirrors to test my theory. I mean, honestly, I think at this point in time, skepticism, it is a good thing to have because there are so many fakes out there. But in another sense, when spirit is just trying to warn you through a, collective free message that you happen to glance by or click on, it might be a sign. And if you take signs as the universe trying to tell you something, as opposed to, oh, that's a coincidence. I don't really need to listen to that though. Fucking quacko, and go off. It's like, you're only going to small in that box that you live in more and more on your own, right? And that's the box you have to live in. So if you want it super small and crammed with only the shit that you know, and that's it, and that's what keeps you safe, then no one's going to tell you that you can't do that. But if you're the kind of person that would like to, I don't know information and maybe open up their box to think like, okay, well, maybe I don't know anything because I'm not fucking God, okay? Your pride might not be so high. I was like, paranoia, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, when things actually happen, why is it paranoia when it should just be smart thinking, right? Like, blow a candle out, don't leave it going when you go to the store. Just because you can leave it going because it most likely won't happen doesn't mean some freak fucking accident can't happen. You come back and all your shit's gone. I mean, again, watch Final Destination. And I don't care how many you have to watch a fucking few of them. And actually, Final Destination is kind of leaking out into some other movies where these random events come into play and catastrophic events take place afterwards. Okay, so it is kind of like the universe telling you that as much as you think, like, this is a kind of candle, it's protected, it's big, nothing can jump into it. I mean, it's fucking hot, and I got a lot of dangly shit, and especially if you have a cat or something, somebody could just come and blow that shit right over, and it starts, I mean, again, I think we went over this kind of shit in grade school, or like high school. Don't tempt fate. Be smart. If you think you left something on, turn around, go check. Don't be like, I know I turned it off. When, like, clearly, if you just said to yourself, did I turn it off? Maybe you didn't. Okay, so we've got Broomstick with Sanhai because I feel like this is something that's going on now. Okay, so whether or not something has gotten in your mirrors, like maybe this just happened. Okay, and then Mabon, that's my Temperance card. So you could be a Sagittarius. Okay, and right now, because it's Samhain, we're almost in Sagittarian season, like a few days, and we'll be in Sagittarius. So it's almost like maybe something is going to try to slip in from here to there, in this small little week that we have. So we're also kind of getting a warning of like, keep your shit clear. And, I had to teach my sister the other day, not teach her, but the way to cleanse a house via a broomstick is what you want to do is sweep your messes out the doorways of the rooms, right? So if you're in your room and you're sweeping, don't, take the dustpan and sweep it all up and then go to the next room. Sweep the dirt out of your room and then pile it up, right? So if you feel like something's in your house and say you're in the kitchen, start sweeping the kitchen and sweep it outside, right? Like get this energy out of your space. And if you're on the top floor, like I am, right? Again, there's a door, sweep it out. There's a window, sweep it out. If there's a will, there's a way, right? Of getting this energy out of your house, cover up your windows, or cover up your mirrors, right? If you want to say it's paranoia, do it. But at the same time, don't call it paranoia until you try it and see what happens, right? Because I think sometimes we've got paranoia mixed in with being a pussy or being, over paranoid. Again, it doesn't matter what anybody says. You're the only one that's going to lose something if you don't protect it. Plain and simple. So the joke's going to be on you if you think that it's paranoia when really it's just I wish sometimes people were homeless and just for a second to realize how much you need to protect your shit and how much it just doesn't come back to you and someone can steal your shit and it doesn't matter that you just worked hard to get it. It doesn't matter that it took all your money to get it. If somebody wants it, they'll fucking take it. Okay? That's the thing. I protect as much as I can in my life. I don't fuck around because I fucked around and I found out. I don't need to do that again. But some people who, maybe they think that, I don't know, maybe you're dropping a lot of stuff. You're dropping your coffee a lot or you're stumbling or you're tripping yourself or you're hurting yourself. It could be, little tricksy energies inside your house that shouldn't be there, that aren't supposed to be there, but they're there because you invited them in and never told them to leave because your paranoia said it was just you. It's not just you. If you didn't bang yourself before and spill your coffee before and this never happened before, then why the fuck is it happening now? Right? Again, not paranoia. It's just there's dimensions where things hang out that we can't see. And they're called fairies and little fuckeries and demonic presence and, things that people are just so quick to say, oh, psychosis, you're fucking crazy. There's nothing going on. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, textbook. You're just going to see something like this and not realize that there's something in the middle of it all. Right? Which really sucks for literal people because, the worlds that they live in are very small, very limited in what is really out there. And you know what's out there? The truth. X-Files, baby. 4254. What time is it? I feel like I'm getting hungry. Oh, no wonder. Jesus Christ. I haven't ate since noon. Yeah, I'm fucking hungry. I don't know if I'm going to split and go eat something. Or if I'm going to do one last reading. Let me smoke some weed and see. My sister tried to pick my snake up today. I was tattooing myself. She's like, I'm going to take the snake out. I'm like, go right ahead. And my snake ran away on her. I was like, don't fuck with her if she doesn't want to come out, man. She's got to give you the okay. She knows that. But it was funny. Because, she's still not out again. Sometimes she just wants to dig. She doesn't want to be touched. Fucking leave her alone, right? My snake is like me. Leave her alone. If she doesn't say yes, don't just walk into her room. Oh, it's so funny how your pets are like a reflection of you. My snake is so much like me. It's ridiculous. She is so much like me. It's call it fate. She slithered into my life. I bought her, not even looking at her. I was like, black Mexican king snake? I'll do it. I just bought her. I didn't even look at her until I got home. She had this little tattoo this little white tattoo under her chin. Oh, she was so precious. She barely even went around my arm. She was so little. Now she's the size of my arm. She's huge now. Okay, I think I'm going to do one last reading. I think you persuaded me into doing one last reading. But I'm going to do these cards. I haven't done the old horror oracle in so long. I got these new Bic lighters for my sister and I, and mine is lighting up. Oh, it makes me laugh every time I look at it. And I say that to myself too. I'll say to my head, lighten up. Even though I don't know if I could get any lighter. But okay. Genius with fertility in reverse. I just heard you are not the father. Okay. Grief. Oh no. Suspicion. Trap. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. I think somebody tried to baby trap you. All right. This is definitely for a dude. Okay. If you feel like somebody trapped you with a baby, yes, they did. Okay. They might have told you, that they were infertile or that they couldn't have kids. So you were like, oh, okay, well, let's gung-ho then. Yo, they lied. They 1,000% could get pregnant. Okay, by all means. So if you've been wondering for a very long time if you got betrayed, you did. Because I feel like somebody had suspicions, but they, again, paranoia. I'm just being paranoid. Obviously, this was an accident. She didn't mean to get pregnant. Yo, she did. 1,000% did. Okay? It's just, it doesn't, I mean, obviously this person knows how to manipulate because they got you how they got you, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I feel like somebody thinks that like it was love, and I don't think it was. I mean, take it how it resonates. I ain't about to tell you your baby mama hates you or some shit like that, okay? Fungus. That doesn't sound good. Transformation and in repair. See, I kind of feel like this is the lie. They said that in order to get pregnant, they'd have to get fixed in order to grow something, all right, and transform the relationship. But it was in repair and reverse, which means there wasn't anything to repair if there wasn't anything wrong. That's fucking creepy. Deja vu on the bottom of the deck. I don't know. I feel like maybe me saying this is tripping somebody out. Because again, this could be like 20 years old. I mean, there was this one man I watched. Oh my gosh. He took his ex-wife and all like to court, and they were like 50. His kids were in their 30s. Nobody knew anything. And it turned out every single one, 3 of his kids, none of them were his. And he raised all of them. She had an affair every pregnancy. Okay. And this would have happened in like 1960 or 1970. Trust me, trifling ass hoes have been around for centuries. Okay. And if you get a good man, that man is not going to question if it's his or not. Even if it doesn't really look like him, he's going to be like, oh, it's my kid. So if it doesn't really look like me, I guess it's all getting, and you know what they'll say? I guess it's all taking her family, right? I guess it's all in her family. And like, you know, and I mean, if the universe really wants you to be there, then it might kind of fuck with your eyes a little bit. And then you think that the baby looks like you in certain ways, right? And that's just the universe gifting you something so then you don't pick that fucking baby up and throw it in that mom's face, you know, because some men, honestly, to find out that that baby is not yours when you've been waiting 9 months to see it, I wouldn't imagine what that would do to a man. I wouldn't want to, because everything, all of their trust is in that woman. All of it. All of it. And if they don't know that she's done anything, then they're completely vulnerable. They don't know anything. What does a man really know about a woman? Okay. I mean, they don't even want to touch a tampon box. Okay. They're terrified of women and their vaginas. Every guy is. Okay. I don't even know why they fuck with them. I really don't. Okay. Because as much as they're terrified of them, they fuck with them all the time. So riddle me that. Okay. So I feel like if this woman said, well, you know, if we try to get pregnant in the future, then we'll get this surgery so I can get fixed and we'll have kids. And a past life, I feel like, is a possibility that this has happened multiple lifetimes with the same person and you fell for it again. And it's not, I feel bad saying you fell for it, because it's not that you fell for it. It has nothing to do with you. It's something to do with them being unfaithful. You falling for something is not, it sounds awful to say, because that's not the way the universe wants to say it. They just have to say it a certain way for you to understand it, if it's the analogy that works for you. Okay? This, I just saw on target, so I don't know what this reading is about, but it is, wow. Anything else? Ready to explode. You see message pending. This is what would happen if you even found out that your bitch stepped out on you for even 1 second with this baby pending for 9 months. Okay, again, like, I don't think men would be able to handle it. Okay, so women, you know, vindictive women have to lie until the very end, because men will go crazy. It's their seed. And that's like messing with a man's dick. Don't fucking do it. Don't talk about it. Don't make fun of it. And most certainly do not trash talk it, because you might as well just castrated him and made him a woman. Okay, men and their penises are very sensitive. Okay, so this person thinking they're a fucking genius for doing what they did, it ended up in grief anyways, because they lost the partner, or they're about to lose the partner. It's never going to work out the way that they want it to when there's an entire lie revolved around around something so precious as to know if somebody is fertile or not. Because a person is a soul. You just put a soul on earth. It's a contract until the end. Cradle to the grave. You can't just walk out on it. You can't just make it seem like, oh, you were convinced to have a kid, or like you didn't really mean to. Like, universe knows your intention on everything. And if they know that this man had every intention of going into this relationship with being open and honest, and they knew that that woman was lying from day one, I hope this woman does not think that she's going to be able to fuck with this man for much longer. Like, her time is up. I just heard her time is up. Thank you. Her time is up. Thank God. Her time is up, because, teamwork, short journey, unexpected. Criminal intent. You see what I mean? Oh, Jesus. See PTSD. See, honestly, you know what I was thinking the other day? I mean, I'm 39 years old, almost 40 years old. The guys I'm going for now, majority all have kids, right? They've been married. You know how fucked up they are? Because of these bitches that took them 10 years ago, 15 years ago, manipulated them, made them marry them, have kids, and then fucked around on them. That's who I'm dealing with now. You know how hard it is? I can't even get a guy to talk to me without thinking I'm going to be some vindictive fucking whore that spreads her legs, gets pregnant instantly, and traps a motherfucker. I don't even want kids. I mean, from my own vagina. All right? Not really. I'm 40 years old. They're not here yet. I don't really care. Okay. I mean, fuck, I get my tubes tied. I don't give a shit. All right. Especially if he had kids, I don't really give a shit. I'll just be a mom. That's all I can be. I don't really care. Okay. I don't have to be a birth mom, right? We can be moms in many, many ways. Okay. I might even adopt foster kids. You know how many kids are not wanted? Like, tons of them. Why do I got to push one out of my vagina? I'll probably die from the aneurysm in my head. So, like, I'm even going there. I probably couldn't even carry one, my scoliosis. So there it goes. I ain't trying to even have a kid. Okay? But goddamn, these guys are fucking terrified. And, like, I know why. It's not like I can say, fuck you, you know, give a woman a chance, blah, blah, blah. No. Like, I kind of side with them. Like, yeah, I get it. I get it. It'd be tough. Because, I mean, that's what I'm dealing with PTSD. You think I let people come close to me? Not really. I mean, they got to walk the extra mile if they want to even get into this house. I won't let people walk into this house. I won't even let my landlord come into my apartment. It says he's banned. You should see my door. The tenants love it. Because all it says is that my landlord cannot come into my apartment for any fucking reason if I'm here or I'm not here. And I signed it and shit. No one's allowed in my apartment. Are you kidding? I don't just let people, random strangers off the streets, walk into my apartment. Okay, it's like I won't let some random dude walk his penis into my vagina that I don't know. Okay, so some people that you're going to be dealing with in the future, okay, they had some shit done to them. And us women, we just got to stand together, make a little group that says we can become better, okay, while dealing with these men. Because it's not like they're pussies or assholes. They are like, you know, broken. They're broken. Women broke men. They broke them. They violated them. They fucked them up. And now there's a bunch of kids that are just running around with mothers who don't want them. Because the whole point was to get the dude. Okay, so we're dealing with like these next generations that are going to be coming up. Honestly, it's going to be really hard. Like this world is just going to get worse and worse and worse with people and drugs and incarceration and crimes. It's going to get worse because of the constant cycles that people won't break. Okay. So I feel like the end of the story, basically what I'm getting. Okay. What I'm getting is that you might, like, I don't know why you have to hear this reading unless you are like the person that got fucked over with the kid that really isn't theirs. Okay. I feel like if this is for like our cross-watcher ladies, I really don't have anything to do with it, but like want to know shit. I feel like these are the men coming into our lives. Okay. They're all going to be a little fucked up. And that's why they can't say shit about your PTSD because they got it too. Okay, so it's going to be a bunch of PTSD, meeting each other and getting together and realizing that the world is going down, burning, and we might as well just be all fucking each other and having a better life while it's burning down. Okay? Because somebody is going to realize that their child is not theirs. And that's really going to suck, you know, because again, it's an analogy. So whatever it is, you know, a lot of people realizing that they were massively fucked with and manipulated and right in front of their face with people that they asked multiple times, you know, is this the truth? And they kept saying yes. Okay. So it's a lot of like, I can imagine how fucked up people are, you know, like it would be like the relationship with my father. Like, I mean, he tried so hard to get back into my life and like, I can't trust him. And especially his wife, like his wife has lied so much and he has lied so much that I can't be around them. I can't speak around them because I don't know what they're going to do to me next. I don't know what thing I'm going to tell them that they're going to manipulate and lie about. I don't know what they're going to do because they're so vile. They're so vindictive, but that's been years and years and years, you know, of multiple cycles repeating themselves, right? So if these people have been in multiple cycles that have been repeating themselves, okay, the breakthrough that they get is getting with collective because their karmics think that what they did to them destroyed them forever. And these collective energies that we will, you know, as collective be joining with, right? Because we're all abused and battered and thrown away people. Okay. It's going to be one heck of a reunion. of a lot of fucking people coming back together. And honestly, this makes sense with the whole Mercury retrograde. A lot of things coming back, right? A lot of relationships coming back that didn't work out before. Things that you lost are now coming back, you know, because things were taken from you and situations were manipulated and people were, you know, just spawned against you. And for a lot of things, you didn't even fucking know what was going on. Because you're just going to work, living your life, trying to make it to the other side. Heaven forbid you try, you know, heaven forbid you try and do something, right? Without somebody just fucking with you. So, anyways. Oh, yeah, now I'm tired. Okay, so I'm going to peace out. I've done so many readings today. I can't believe I'm still talking. So, I'm going to go. And this was great. Always a bliss with you guys. I'll be back tomorrow as per usual. And, you know, be safe out there. Be kind, rewind. And, you know, word to your mothers, all right? Peace. Thanks for being here, Danny. You're the best. Oh, and Pam. And Pam.